Good afternoon, everyone. We're all 49ers. I'm Grant Cohn, joined by Jack Hammer, the film expert correspondent here at All 49ers. Jack, the Niners played a game a couple of days ago. They play again in a couple of days. We got to get this in now. Otherwise, we'll never see it. And we're going to talk about Jimmy first. We're going to get into Nick Mullens because Jimmy is history. But we still need to talk about the good Nick. I mean, the good Jimmy. We can't get to good Nick and bad Nick yet because there is good Nick and bad Nick. But there's also good Jimmy and bad Jimmy. Jack, what did you see from good Jimmy and bad Jimmy in this game?
It was rough. The whole game was rough. He had a couple of good throws early in the game, but as we get along through the game, it gets worse as we go.
He did have a couple of good throws. Let's give him his due. Let's give him his due right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So what's the first play you'd like to look at for Jimmy Garoppolo?
Let's just go to 12:39 of the first quarter.
Yeah, let's go there. Just a second. Let me call it up, and then I will share the screen. 12:39. Pause. Let's share. Here we go. All right. That looks pretty good. All right. Full screen. Let's go, Jack.
Yeah.
2nd and 7.
Yep. Second play of the game, and they come out. They're doing well right here. They're in 21 personnel, I believe it is, or maybe 12. But this is perfect for Garoppolo. He gets the ball quick. This is an easy read. He's got Juszczyk coming underneath.
Yep.
But he sees the deeper route. He hits him. Nice throw right between the numbers.
That's a hell of a throw.
Yes.
That's a Nick Mullens throw from Jimmy Garoppolo, right? I'm just kidding. No, this is a Jimmy Garoppolo throw.
This is what he does best. Quick, easy, he sees it right away and lets it go. That ball's out of his hand in under about 2 seconds.
What I was watching with Jimmy in these clips was his feet consistently. I'm looking at his feet, and on this throw, I thought his footwork was just fine. He was in perfect position to throw. He stepped toward his target, and he really flung it. He really spins it.
Yeah, it's a good throw. If you look only at his feet on this one, he gets a little flat-footed. You like to see him up on the balls of his feet more often, but still, it's a good throw. Good way to start the game.
Right, and what I like to look at their feet because when a quarterback starts having issues with accuracy and throwing, I think it's usually a product of their feet. And that's what Bill Walsh used to always say. You got to look at their feet. You got to drill their feet constantly or else they'll get lazy with it. So that's what I'm looking for.
I totally agree with you. It all starts with the feet and works its way up. Everybody always talks about arm strength, but you get so much of your power from your lower body when you throw the ball.
You got to be in the proper throwing position at all times, and you have to actually stride into your throws. And Jimmy did it here. It was a promising start.
Yes, it was a good one.
Well, let's get us some more good Jimmy.
Okay, let's go to 7:09 of the first quarter.
Okay, this is a play I did not mark down as good Jimmy. So let's see what you got. 7:09. Okay, let's see. This is a throw to Juszczyk. Take us through it.
Yeah, this is a play that we similar to a play that we saw them run last week, where it's going to be play action, and it's almost like a little screen to Juszczyk in a way because he's just going to sit. So it's an easy throw. It's not necessarily good Jimmy. This is good Jimmy, good Kyle, both combined. It's just a nice play. One of the nicer plays that we see from the offense throughout the whole first half.
Yeah, I actually marked this play down as good Kyle. And it is, let's stick with Jimmy because that's a really nice throw he makes with two guys in his face, fading away. He's got two guys in his face right here. Doesn't panic. That's a really athletic throw. The guy's not far away, but he hits him between the numbers. The reason I put this in the good Shanahan section is I like any play to Kyle Juszczyk and using him in the way that they used to use George Kittle as the blocker initially who leaks out. And then instead of usually goes up the field like that to pivot back was a nice little wrinkle on a concept they've used before. Yes,
it's real nice. And that's a really, like you said, that's a real athletic play by Garoppolo, the way that he's able to spin and really throw it back the other way as he throws it. So this is he's moving good at this point, and it's a good ball.
Absolutely. It seems like he has confidence early in games before he takes the first hit, although I don't really know what it is that makes him go from good Jimmy to bad Jimmy in the course of a drive. But this was good Jimmy. Any more?
Yeah, let's go. I got 5 of them beforehand.
Okay.
14-13 of the second quarter.
Okay. 14-13 second quarter. All right.
I think yeah.
Okay, 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
All right, what are we seeing here?
This is going to be the throw to Bourne. He's going to get him. It's for a nice game.
Ooh.
He's
Horns
doing
here.
Yeah, he does a really good job. This is an easy read against cover 3, just a curl flat concept, super easy. He sees the defender go flat with the running back, and he throws it right in behind him. So it's
so he's reading that one defender.
Yes, he's reading number 50. 50 drops and goes flat, and so he knows he's got the man right behind him. So it looks like he's looking at Bourne the whole way, but he's really looking at the defender, and then that's telling him where to go. So on this one, this is a nice job by Garoppolo.
50's right here. He goes out with the running back, leaves this open. That's a really nice design. It's a basic design against cover 3. Nice execution by everyone involved, especially Jimmy. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a basic cover 3 route right there.
Yeah, love it. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Then we've got 13:30 of the second quarter.
That's one I wrote down. Let's get to 13:30. All right. This is the next play.
Right.
All right.
And this is
First
one.
and 10.
This is a nice ball. He gets it out there. He gets it into the proper position, and it's a nice deep out route.
Oh yeah, this is a hell of a throw, Jack.
Yeah.
From the far hash, he looks left first. He looks middle, holds the safety, holds it out of rhythm, kind of off his back foot, and hits use check in stride before he gets out of bounds. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and the one thing that I was going to point out, and I did make a note of it, I know we're on the good section, but we just got done talking about his feet. If you watch his feet on this one, the ball takes a little while to get out there. So he's lucky that he's open, and part of the reason is because his feet, he doesn't really get his hips turned to the right side. And he's pretty much throwing this all with his arm.
Yeah.
So this is an all-arm throw, but it's one of his better spirals that he's thrown in a while.
Which shows you that he does have talent. For him to be able to make this throw flat-footed with all arm, that's a good athlete right there.
Yeah, and that's a long throw.
It is. It is. I like that play a lot. What else you got?
Yeah, so the last one I have on the good section is at 9 minutes of the
9.
second quarter.
That's the one. I think the game pretty much goes downhill from there after that.
Yeah, and this really is probably,
great.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of his best throws that we've seen from him in a long time.
This is 2017 Jimmy right here.
Yeah, just the mechanics, the whole thing on this one. This is one of his best.
3rd and 9. So this is Jimmy time. This is what Jimmy does. And if you notice, what the Niners like to do most on 3rd down is throw to number 2. You put 1, 2, and 3 way out here, and you run number 2 on a deep out. It's either Bourne or Trent Taylor.
Yep, and it's a nice little switch up there to put Bourne and get the better player on the inside. I really
like that. Finally.
A really good throw by. If Garoppolo had thrown the ball like this against Arizona, we might have got a first down on that throw. Really, when you look at the way he gets this ball out quick before the break.
Yep, anticipation.
Yep, and he puts it in a great spot out in front of in front of him.
If you leave it behind him, it's intercepted. You put him out in front, it's a first down. It's a perfect throw.
Yeah, perfect throw.
And when he made a throw in a game, I'm like, oh, good Jimmy's here. It's going to be a good day for good Jimmy. But this was it. He left. He pretty much exited stage left after this one.
Pretty much.
But he's so comfortable throwing the quick outs. It's his best. I say it's the best thing he does. And watch how he drives this. I mean, when Shanahan calls this play on 3rd and 9, Jimmy must love it, and he must feel like if there's one throw I can make consistently, it's this one. Watch his feet. I mean, I think this must be the hardest he drove all game.
Yeah, you could really see his lower body get into that. That ball, that's on a rope.
That's on a rope. If he could do that every time, my goodness, he would be quite a quarterback. And maybe he can do it every time if he's healthy. The Niners got to be careful with him. They don't want to send him back to New England, let him rehab, and then become a Super Bowl champion, because this is a championship throw right there.
Yeah, no, it is. And the problem with Garoppolo is all about consistency. He doesn't make that throw on a consistent basis, and it's because his mechanics aren't consistent.
He doesn't use his feet like this consistently. It's true. And, I wonder, is that a reflection of him? Yes. Is it a reflection of quarterback coach Shane Day? Probably. Would the Patriots make it a point of emphasis and fix it up? Maybe. A lot of questions I would have if I were John Lynch. They're in a quandary. But before we talk about what to do with Jimmy Garoppolo, let's look at bad Jimmy.
Yeah, let's go. And we're going to go right back to the first quarter. This is right after the throw to Ayuk. It's 12 minutes.
12. Yep, absolutely.
And
all right, here we go. So it's like third play of the game? Yeah.
Yeah, third play of the game. They're in 21 personnel still. They're spread out of 21. And it's going to be a quick opener over the middle, just like the last one, the first one to Ayuk.
Yes.
He gets the read, and he just throws it up.
He just misses.
Yeah, It's not off by much, but it's just enough to where Kittle's not able to haul it in.
Yeah, this is a terrible throw. Again, flat-footed. Don't even look at where the ball goes. Look at his feet die. You got to patch your feet. Peyton Manning did not stand flat-footed in the shotgun. Never. No. Jeff Garcia didn't. They were constantly resetting their feet, staying in the balls of their feet. And dude, that's not a far throw, Jack.
No, it's only 12 yards downfield. This should be pitch and catch, and it's a little high. I mean, should Kittle have caught it? Well, he's pretty close to getting his full hand on the ball, but still, I mean, this is a ball that should have been right.
Unless you're leading him right into a hit. I mean, that's just all kinds of bad right there.
Yeah, it could have been a much better throw.
Yep. And you talk about inconsistencies. It's if you only throw with your upper half, these are the kind of wayward throws you're going to have every once in a while, more than every once in a while, right?
Yeah, and we see this with him a lot. Just he looks lazy at times when he's back there out of the shotgun. He gets the ball, he just kind of stands there, turns and turns. He doesn't really move around well at all.
Yeah, agree. All right, what's next?
Let's go to 413.
Ooh, you skip by 547. I don't even remember. I don't write down what happens. I just mark it real quick if I see.
Well, let's go to yours.
Oh, let's do this one real quick because it's just like the last one, and I'm not going to talk about it too much, but he's throwing to Dwelly here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short throw. It's play action. He spins around. Dwelly's here. It's that same leak play where he's blocking and now he comes. It's wide open.
Yeah.
The ball's late and he's way behind. I mean, watch it from this angle real quick. It's the same kind of stuff.
Yeah. And the only reason I didn't go here, this one is this. I thought this was well covered all around. They're playing really good zone and there's really nothing there. And I think he's really just throwing this one out away from everybody. I don't think he's really trying to get it to him. I'm going to give him.
Fair enough. Ross Dwelly is 6'5" with big, reliable hands, and he's boxing out his defender, and you throw it like away. Yeah, he might have been throwing the ball away. If that's the case, then fair enough. If he's actually trying to hit Ross Dwelly with this ball, then I got to say, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I can see what you're saying. I see your point, though, as far as the box out, because he doesn't have behind him the whole way. So if you throw it at his chest, you might be able to get a completion there.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I see why you didn't put that in the bad, Jimmy. What you were going to go to 413?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. It's the interception. So I would have to say it is bad, Jimmy. All right, take us through it.
There's a couple of things on this one. I think this is a bad Jimmy, and it's also a bad play design. They're going against cover 3 here. And he has no one open. This route has nobody that's going to beat cover 3. The man's got his man in the flat, and with Bourne running, everybody's running into a defender on this one.
Yes,
it's a bad throw in that even if Kittle doesn't stumble, this ball's going to be behind him. So the throw's bad. The route concepts against this coverage are bad. You should be having on this route. Bourne should be running a corner. Because against cover 3, you've got to have a guy that's going to cover. You've got to really be able to take advantage of that flat route, the flat defender. And in this case, you're able to cover 2 guys one-on-one, and you have the safety not even have them do anything because you're running right at him with Bourne.
It's a great call. And Bourne raises his hand like he's open. No, you're not. You need to run. It's not. You can't freelance, but Shanahan needed to put a corner out there. It's a really good call. But what I want to say real quick, I think Kittle is kind of open, Jack. I think a better throw and it's a complete pass because he leaves this one way back here and it's picked. If this ball is now it's a small window. It could also get picked over here. But if this ball's over here instead of over here, I don't know. Yeah, either way, it's getting picked. That's a tough one. That's a tough window. Yeah.
And that's part of why I put it under bad Jimmy though, was because it's a bad throw. It's not anywhere where Kittle's going to be able to make that catch, even if he's not stumbling at this point.
Ugh. The feet. Ugh. He just can't put the ball where he wants to put it as consistently anymore. And I guess it's because he's injured. It's hard to see because he used to throw such a pretty ball. That's what he did.
Yeah, and what's frustrating about that is that we keep hearing about this ankle, but if you go back and watch him through the first week of the season, he was bad in the first week of the season.
Thank you. Thank you. What's the next one?
9:38 of the second.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that. 9:38. Real quick though. Let's do 15. Let's do 15. This one. Maybe I'm killing him for it, but again, this to me is an example of him struggling and having nothing to do with the ankle. It's a blitz. He's going to get hit. He's going to get a roughing the passer call here. But look, let's see what happens. So he cans it. He goes to the second play. No one blocks a defensive end off the edge. Juszczyk is open now.
Yep.
I'm just saying. I mean, he ends up getting crushed, throwing it to Juszczyk late and getting a 15-yard penalty. Juszczyk's open right away. And it seems to me that the coaching point is if this guy comes, we're not blocking him. That's where you go. So I don't understand why the ball came out late on this play.
Well, if you look at him, he's looking down the middle of the field like he's determined
going to Kittle or something.
He's going to go to Kittle. He kind of catches the blitzer late and then just flips it out to the right.
You got to see you got to know that your protection is sliding away from the defensive end. Mm-hmm. And you're not picking him up with your fullback. He's running a route. So if you see him come, that's an indication that the read is this is the hot route, right?
Yeah, and watching this play design, if you watch this route, watch Bourne run a curl, and it's almost like he's running a pick for Juszczyk here. So there's a lot of things going on here.
Yes, I agree. I just feel like this is the read. It's open now. He's looking for it, and you wait an extra beat just to get crushed. I mean, I like the toughness, and you got the penalty, but you can't take those hits.
Yes, no, and that's the difference between him and what happens in the fourth quarter when they take him out.
Yeah. All right. What was the one you said again?
9:38.
Okay. Yeah, this is 9:38. Yeah, I have that one too.
This is
I put like 8 down for bad Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I try to give him a little bit of a break, but
I know
you're
a better guy than me.
This one, just pre-snap, there's no reason for him to be looking to the left side. I don't understand why he's looking that way. He's got the slant with an out route over there. He's got the double slants to the field side. I don't know why he's looking boundary here. He should be looking field side. He's got all that grass out to the right side, and Bourne's wide open on the slant. This should be an easy pitch and catch for a first down. Instead, they get
Bourne is in the bottom of your screen. You can't see him right now because that thing popped up. But here he is. He's open. Yeah,
he's open, and you have Taylor basically running a
clear
out formula, and he basically is picking the man. As he goes down the field.
So Taylor's expecting the ball to come over here. Bourne clearly expects it, but what you see from Jimmy Garoppolo, especially when there's a blitz and he sees it pre-snap, is he's going to predetermine where that ball's going to go.
Yep.
Also, watch his footwork. He's bailing out.
Yeah, and predetermined to go to that side, I don't understand it because you're throwing it to the shortest side of the field. You're killing yourself even when he makes the catch. There's nowhere for him to go.
It's a bad decision. It's a predetermined read. It's bad mechanics. It's bad Jimmy, Jack. This is bad Jimmy. He does it all. This is everything. This is quintessential bad Jimmy. Off the back foot, wrong read, predetermined. Oof. You can see why. I mean, I wonder if the wide receivers on the team are really dejected that Jimmy's gone, or they feel like, hey, let's give Nick a chance. I like Jimmy last year, but what I'm seeing from him this year is I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that there's a big difference between these two. And when we get to Nick, you'll see it. I don't think he really cares who he's throwing the ball to. He's seeing the field, and he's just throwing the ball to the guy that's open.
All right, next one.
We're going to go to 3 minutes of this 3 minute of the second quarter.
Ooh, I didn't write that one down. Okay. This is one I didn't write down, so you're going to be a little more nitpicky than me on this time. He was so bad in this game. Okay, 3 minutes second quarter. Oh yes. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, this is another one very similar to what we just talked about. He's predetermined where he's throwing this ball. You're going to get a flat with a post behind it. The man blitzes and he throws it to the slant. He's got Juszczyk. If he throws this ball to Juszczyk, Juszczyk's running down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree. And the way I've talked to coaches about this concept before, slant flat. It's so basic. The way that I was always told is that you read it flat to slant. Because if you read slant to flat, by the time you get to the guy running the flat route, Juszczyk, he's out of bounds. You can't throw it to him. So if he's open now, you take it.
Yeah, and really what happens here is Garoppolo's slow to get his head around because he's doing the play fake. He should be looking, even though he's doing he should have enough reps at this that he's doing the play fake and still looking to his left. And as soon as he sees that blitzer coming, that ball's coming out to Juszczyk because he should know that nobody's covering him.
See, when I see this, I see a quarterback who has repped this play in practice and thrown the slant every time and is just going through the motions, not reading what's happening in front of him.
Right. Exactly. Yep. That's what we're seeing with him.
Yep. Agree. Hey, good call. I was going to gloss by that one. I don't know why. That was a bad one. What's another one?
The third quarter? I had third quarter of 5:51.
Yeah, me too. And I have 2 more after that. We're gonna do those because I'm not pulling any punches for Jimmy today. Sorry.
Yeah. And they're the third quarter was just terrible for the 49ers. They only run 6 offensive plays because of the fumble.
That's right. They had -4 net yards and no first downs, I believe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is 5:51. You said here. Okay. Yeah. First play of the drive right here.
Yeah, it's going to be a completion to Ayuk.
Mhm.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking that you're going to get Ayuk on a little curl, and then you have Kittle running a in route right behind him. He hits the first down, but with the positioning, I think that he might have been able to get this ball in. I understand.
Oh yeah.
That, 54 kind of is breaking because of the ball, but still, that's a wide open throw.
Not to mention Bourne over here.
Yes.
I mean, Bourne and Kittle further down the field, and he's taking consistently the shortest option, as opposed to Nick Mullens, who went down the field to Kittle on the third pass of the game that he had.
Yes, and that's the biggest difference between both of these two guys when they played, and that changed the way that Seattle covered. Seattle knows this ball is not going down the field at any point in this game. Right. They're sitting everybody, on these routes. They're basically just sitting, waiting, squatting all across the board.
What's weird is that 2020 Jimmy Garoppolo became a check down machine. Now it's attributable to the injury, but he wasn't that in 2017. We all thought of him as a gunslinger, right?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's do the next 2 plays on this series the way I remember it. This is the next play. It's 2nd and 4. What does he do? All right. I don't even really remember, but let's see. Okay. Run it through. Oh, yeah. Again, this is what you call this a flood concept, where you get 3 guys flooding one side of the zone. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a flood concept. It's a great call against a cover 3. They do a good job of covering it. Nobody blows. It looks like they actually have a man chasing Kittle.
Yeah. And I guess maybe Kittle isn't open, but I don't know. I mean, if you throw it out here, it's a tough throw, but instead Garoppolo doesn't take it and runs for 2 yards. What do you think?
Well, no, and it's fine to pull it down. He's just so slow that he doesn't get anything out of it. If you have a quarterback like Mullens, I think Mullens might be able to get a first down on this way just because he's going to be quicker.
That's a tough throw to Kittle, though. Fair enough. All right, last one for bad Jimmy is the next play. And I'm looking for one. There's one where he misses. Oh, let's see. This is where he just gets destroyed. So let me see why I put this on him. There was one where he missed a wide open Kendrick Bourne, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know where I wrote it down, but why am I crushing him for this? Let's see. So the blitz comes here. And I don't know.
Flat-footed.
He's just flat-footed.
If you watch this, he's a sitting duck. If he has any kind of athleticism here, he's on his toes. He's sliding to the left because he's got the rush coming. Instead, he just sits there. And if he's any kind of an athlete and moves to his left a little bit, he might even be able to hit Hasty in the flat.
Yeah,
Hasty gets open.
Yeah.
Instead, he's sitting there flat-footed, kind of bouncing around.
What are you going to do? Yeah, now it's just get down pretty much. Don't get hurt. And you do. And is this where he gets hurt again? Foot. Yes. Oh, yeah, right. You see that? Look at his foot. Yep. Look at his foot. Ooh. Have you ever gotten a high ankle sprain, Jack? I have not.
No, I haven't. I'm really fortunate. I have not.
It's going to happen right here. There it is. See it? That thing's in the way. But yeah. Goodbye, Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. All right. Yep. It's the Nick Mullens era now. What are we doing? What are we doing for Nick?
I mean, we can go. I put some different ones down. This isn't one that I wrote down, but you can go back. Let's go to his first throw of the game.
Okay, sure.
So early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Oof. That looked a lot like the high ankle sprain for Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
12:36. What would you say? What do you 14:02?
Yeah, let's go to that one real quick, just because
14:02. That sounds good.
Just because it shows the difference between what him and Garoppolo did in this game.
Yeah.
This is a really easy concept. You've got the 2 men at the top of the screen, but he just gets this ball out of his hand so quick. It's just a curl with a flat. He gets the ball out so quick, and it allows the running back to catch the ball, even though it's behind him, and have room to make the play up the field.
That's so interesting. It's almost like Kyle Shanahan was like, okay, we're going to run the play again. And Nick, I want you to make the correct read. Go to the flat. Mm-hmm. When Jimmy did it, he went to the slant. That's not what I want you to do. Nick, do it right. He did it right.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's not, and you get a little bit of a pick on 56.
Yes.
It's just the ball gets out of his hand.
Also, real quick, beautiful play call from Kyle Shanahan. You know, I did a lot of whining after that Philly game because I basically think of Nick Mullens as like a son. And I didn't like the first two passes of the game. I felt like they weren't doing him any favors and getting him into rhythm. This is perfect, Jack. This is exactly what you got to do. Perfect.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy throw.
It's a layup. It's a freaking layup. And if Nick Mullens can't hit that, then he shouldn't be in the NFL. He can hit that. And then the one after that is an easy throw, too. He really gets him into the flow of the game. And on throw 3, he makes one of the best throws of his career.
Right. I think the next throw is the one that you're talking about is a little screen out by Ayuk, which is
exactly.
I don't know where those plays were the first 3 quarters of the game because it was
good point. Good point. All of a sudden, Kyle Shanahan is into calling creative stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get inside his mind. So which one is the next one? 1236?
I went to 1236. Yeah, this is the pass to Kittle. And this is
so nice.
This is where you're seeing the biggest difference. I understand, you kind of have to forget about Jimmy because Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to throw this ball this year.
Not this year. In the past, he would. This is 3rd and 6. It's man-to-man coverage. Right now, he likes the matchup.
Yep. And they bring 6.
Yep. Ooh, he gets crushed.
He's got the pressure, and he steps into the throw. That's really the other part of it that I like. He steps into the throw. He's not falling away like we see so much. He puts his ball in the only spot that you can. If he throws this ball anywhere else, I don't think it's a completion.
Yeah.
With everybody.
If he puts it out further in front, it could get intercepted. Yeah, that's right. If he leaves it out here, it could get picked. It needs to be close to the sideline. It's perfect.
He gives this guy a chance. I understand Kittle gets hurt, but Kittle gets hurt is going to get hurt at some point anyway. Or you got to play football, but you look at that throw.
Steps into the throw.
Yep. You look at the way he throws this ball, stepping into it while he's going to get hit. Compare that to anything we've seen from Garoppolo at any point this year, and you just don't see it. I mean,
he takes hits by Bobby Wagner, who was like the MVP of this game too.
And even as he's getting hit and the ball's released his hand, he's still looking down the field.
Yes, he is. What a tough SOB. And again, what I'm thinking, if Jimmy Garoppolo's in the game for this play, he gets sacked. If he doesn't get sacked, he throws the pass underneath to Trent Taylor here. There's no way he throws his pass. He doesn't even attempt it. There's no way.
No, he's not going down the field.
Great call. All right, what's next?
1146.
Ooh, okay. 1146. All right. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is a nice play. I don't know why I didn't give him credit for this. A hella nice play. All right, do it.
Yeah, though this is a nice one. He's going to be looking, and he sees that he's going to have McKinnon the whole way. So you see him looking there.
Yeah,
and he throws it right as McKinnon is crossing behind the linebacker. A little high, but it's in position where he can make the catch. Nice play. The only criticism I have of him on this play is that he's looking that way, and so he kind of is drifting.
Yeah,
a little bit. So he kind of drifts into the pressure a little bit right there.
He does.
Instead of just sitting nice, he should have a nice, easy pocket to throw this ball out of.
But it's a nice little flip pass floating to his left. I mean, that's the kind of thing we'd see from Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. No, this is a terrific pass.
Yeah. And a nice catch from the running back reaching up. Yeah. I think Jerick McKinnon is a slot receiver. He's such a natural receiver.
That's how they should be utilizing him.
He's so good. Yeah.
He's
okay. What's next?
More often.
1051. 1051. All right. Ooh. All right. Just a second. Okay. Here we go.
And the reason
this is fourth down.
Yeah, this is fourth down. And this is the reason I picked this is if we go back to our film breakdowns that we've done, over the last few weeks, this is a throw that we've seen Garoppolo miss. And it's it's a simple, easy little curl route. I mean, there's nothing difficult to this at all. He sees that he's got a flat curl behind it. He puts the ball right between the numbers. I mean, you can't. It's just pitch and catch. It's not.
And it's on time.
Yeah, it's not an overly difficult throw. It's a simple throw, but the thing is that he actually executes it, and he puts the ball right on the money.
He absolutely does. I mean, the ball is out now. He's throwing off his back foot. And he can throw that pass off his back foot, no problem.
Yeah, and he's got, and there's a blitz from Seattle. So, I keep hearing about the change-ups that Seattle did. Really, the change-up was Garoppolo or Mullens hitting that deep ball.
Absolutely. The key is when you're getting blitzed to oblivion, you got to know where to go pretty quick. And you got to get the ball. You got to make a decision to get the ball out of your freaking hands. And Mullens did that in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
553.
Oh, yeah, I got that one. Oh, yeah. I have 4 more for him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we could have just run through all of his plays, really.
I know. I'm such a Nick Mullens stan. I love this guy. Man, he's my favorite player in the NFL, other than Ross Dwelly. Okay, what's up?
Oh, this is going to be the deep ball to Ayuk.
Okay.
He does a real good job of reading all this one through, and he sees him, I think, pretty early, right about here. And he's not even he's barely into his break, and this ball's coming out. It's a poorly thrown ball.
It is. If Jimmy had thrown this, I would say, hey, it's underthrown.
It's an underthrow, but he's throwing the ball deep.
Yes.
He's giving this guy a chance. That's the biggest thing. We have not seen a quarterback with a
nice little one-hand catch from Nick Mullens right here, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice little shortstop play.
Yeah.
But he's throwing this ball out on time. He just needs to get it. If he gets out in front of him, this is a touchdown, most likely. But yeah, we're taking a deep shot finally. We actually have a guy throwing the ball down the field.
At least he lets the ball go. I don't know if Jimmy would have. And, given that the last deep throw Nick Mullens attempted, well, not the last one, but the last infamous one he did, he overthrew it, just hit the guy, and he did.
Yeah.
Don't overthrow him. Don't miss it, man. And he didn't. That's good.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, exactly. 452.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a terrific play right here.
Okay, same drive. This is it's to Bourne.
And he sees blitz coming.
See, this is the one. It's a similar play for Jimmy Garoppolo that Akash, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, posted today, and it's like the same play against the same blitz, and Jimmy threw to Ayuk on the backside. Ayuk's right here, and didn't get his hot receiver, who is covered by not covered, but the guy blitzes. Anyway, you go.
Yeah. No, but he just sees the blown coverage. Look how quickly the ball, from the time that he gets it till the time the ball's out of his hand.
Yeah.
Bourne isn't even 10 yards down the field. That's how quick that's after getting a shotgun snap. And it's just good recognition. That's really what that is all about.
It's really impressive from the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
The ball, I don't even know if he gets laces. He does. He gets laces.
Yeah.
Wow. And it puts it right on him. And again, Bourne.
Yeah.
The concentration.
And he makes a nice run after catch for another 10 yards.
Yeah. Just good thing they didn't throw that one to Dante Pettis, right?
just good stuff though. The blitz,
absolutely.
Right behind him.
I like that, and he's running down just to get involved. Yeah, let me get some. I love this guy. All right, what's next? Yeah,
let's see.
They could have laid down for him in this game, Jack. They played hard for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got 314.
314. Did we do 452 just now?
Yes, we did.
314. All right, 314. Okay. This is
well, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Go to 421.
421. Okay.
Yeah.
421. This is yeah. I like this. I put this in the Dwelly section because I love Dwelly so much. But yeah, it's a nice throw.
Yeah. Again, this is they're showing blitz. They bring an extra man, I think.
Yep.
But he's throwing this ball. The reason I picked this one is he's throwing this ball with 82, the back of 82 showing to him.
Ooh.
He knows it's blitz.
Let's check it out.
He's kind of moving away from the blitz on the right.
Yeah, you're right.
He's throwing that ball way before. This is great stuff.
It's great stuff. That's a downfield throw. It's not like he's throwing to his running back. Like, wow. In between defenders. What I like about Dwelly on this throw, great feel for where to sit down in the zone. Makes himself readily available. Catches the ball with his hands. He's so sure-handed. Gets right upfield. Doesn't go down right away. Great by both of them.
Yes, and that anticipation, getting the ball out on time, is what gives Dwelly the ability to make that move after the catch.
No question.
Because it gives him just enough separation to make his turn.
And Nick Mullens gets everything that little guy can into his throws. He's not like he's exactly lazy back there. You can see him grunting. You can imagine him grunting throwing this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That ball hits him right in the face.
I love that.
It's nice.
I love that. Oof. All right. What's next?
I have 314.
Okay, let's do that. And then after that, I have 247 and 227.
Okay.
314. Here we go. All right.
And there's another one we can come back to also.
Oh, this is an incomplete pass and you like it, huh? Okay.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Oh, that's in my bad section.
Oh, yeah. I'd have to say that's in the bad section.
Let's go back to it and I'll explain why since we're here.
Sure. Let's do it. We're already there. All right, let's do it.
The reason is because he's got the deep. This is one of those situations. This is a Jimmy. He's kind of predetermined it. The linebacker's sprinting over and he's already throwing the ball, but that ball should be coming out to Taylor. the
Yeah.
defense.
Good call.
And what I like about this is that he kind of self-corrects. This is at 314. At 227, which is the next play we'll go to.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He rips it.
Yeah, and we'll see the concept's similar. It's not the crossers, but it's a similar, high-low concept.
Yeah, he predetermines this one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think he's thinking that he's got man at the snap and he ends up with zone.
Yes. Another thing I noticed too is that Dwelly runs and stops because he correctly identifies it as zone, right?
Yes.
So he stops. Mullens throws like he's going to keep going. Good eye, Jack.
Yeah, he doesn't
almost
want to
gets picked. That could have been picked if Dwelly didn't touch that.
Yeah. Because if Dwelly keeps going and he throws that ball, that's where that defender is going to lay him out.
Interesting. So, yeah. Okay, let's go to 247.
Yeah, so 227.
247. Let's go that one real quick.
Okay, perfect.
I don't exactly remember why, but let's do it.
All right.
And then this is the play after that, and then we're done. And then we'll go to Badnick. What are we watching here? You got the corner blitz, steps up in the pocket, and rips this throw to Bourne.
Yeah.
Nice throw.
Nice throw.
I mean,
yes.
I watch it from the end zone. Again, then I love the weight transfer. I love the spiral. It sinks a little bit. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but that's a nice throw.
Oh, he gets it to him. It's an easy catch.
Gets it to him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just the weight transfer is so stark. I mean, the effort that he puts into throwing is so much different than Jimmy's.
Yeah, no, that's how you should be throwing the ball right there.
And again, he's not hurt. He's not injured, and you can see it. He's comfortable and confident, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 227 is the next play. Let's let it run.
Yeah, so this is the one, like I said, this kind of is he's self-corrected after that pass at 314. He's got the flat, but he sees the second guy behind him and he hits him.
I'm sure Kyle Shanahan yelled in his earpiece, throw that ball to Trent Taylor. I'm calling it again. You throw it to Trent Taylor. Boom. Did.
Yeah, and he does. And this is where I'm saying, it's almost like it doesn't matter who's out there. He's just reading the defense and he's throwing the ball where it needs to go.
It's not like anyone would have a lot of confidence in Trent Taylor right now, but he's open. And again, hold on. He doesn't really get to step into this throw. He's got a guy in his face. He has to step to his left like he's Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy doesn't step into his throws. Jimmy just opens up. So he opens up and flings it with his arm and gets it there. It's not bad.
Yeah, and if you go back to the point of his throw right here, stop.
Yep.
You'll see that it's okay. As he's throwing the ball, as he's getting into his throwing spot, compare where his feet are on his toes compared to the flat-footed Garoppolo.
That is a great eye. Love it. Absolutely. On his toes.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you throw it.
That's how you freaking throw it. I love you, Nick Mullens. God love you. All right. Should we go into bad, Nick, just to be fair?
No, I have one more. That 202.
Oh,
I want to point this one out.
Okay.
Because this is another throw. This is another really nice play on his part. It's a recognition play.
202. All right.
This is the throw that sets up the final touchdown. It's an easy throw. They're going to be coming on all-out blitz. He gets it underneath. Bourne's wide open. The reason I picked this out is he sees the blitz and watch him continue to gain depth and really make the play. He knows that it's coming. Right. Yeah. And he needs to buy time. He knows he's got to, and he just keeps backpedaling until he throws the ball. That's just good quarterback play and a quarterback helping out his coach and his offensive line.
Right, because the design of this play doesn't necessarily work against this zero blitz, this all-out blitz. But if Nick Mullens can just buy a little time, it'll work.
Yeah, and that buying a little bit of time, he gets a nice block there by Hasty just to knock him off his route a little bit. But just that constant backpedaling, I really like the fact that he's working to get himself to make this throw work.
And it's confident. It's like the blitz is coming. It's okay. I know what to do. I'm going to beat this blitz. It's no problem.
Yeah. You got to remember Mullens, if I recall correctly, he's actually beaten Seattle in a game before. So
absolutely. And the game he didn't beat Seattle, he threw for like 414 yards. So it wasn't like he was the problem. He's done well against this team.
Yes.
And remember, he went to Southern Miss where he played under Todd Monken, who's I think the offensive coordinator at Georgia now. He'd been the offensive coordinator at Tampa Bay. He's really been tutored by NFL coaching. He's very seasoned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really good.
All right, let's do bad Nick.
The only bad Nick that I had was we already went through the first one, I think, the 314 play. The other one that I had was at 11:27.
Yeah, and then the other one is the 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even bad. I mean, he completes the pass, but that was one that if he had completed that, the Niners would have been back in the game.
Yeah, I agree. And this is one on this one. It's rollout. This is a play that's really similar to what we saw last week. This is a good read on his part in a way. Everybody's pretty well covered. I kind of went in a couple different directions on this one because this is a flood concept.
Yes.
And
yes.
What I said on this one, and what I wrote down was that this is a good read, but it's also a good play by the defense because he's throwing to the correct guy. The corner does a good job of coming off of that. I think on this route, I think I'm wondering if it looks like 35 really kind of is the one that makes the play because he forces Ayuk to get depth.
Yeah,
is what brings the corner into the play because you're not getting much separation between those two out there between Bourne.
This is a dangerous throw. I mean, I love Nick Mullens for attempting it. I mean, no one's open, Nick. No one is open, and the fact that you just fired out there with no conscience is like, I mean, it's why you wear number 4, right? That's why you're Brett Favre's heir apparent. Like, wow, but you can't, dude. Just run. Just run. Take the hit from KJ Wright. You can't do this, Nick. They will bench you. You don't get to make these mistakes, Nick. They will bench your butt. I'm sorry. I love that you tried it, but in the future, he's not open.
Yeah.
And that's not your fault. I mean, the play design didn't work. That's on Kyle. Just scramble and live to play another day because really this should have been picked.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at the 2-point conversion real quick, just to be fair, because I know a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo fans are like, you got to look at the 2-point conversion, man.
Yep.
It's okay. All right.
And the 2-point conversion is they're bringing the blitz, and he's moving to the right. He's moving away from the blitz like we've seen on all these other plays. He just gets the ball.
Yeah. And this is an example of him throwing off his back foot a little bit and the ball dying on him a little bit. Usually we've shown some examples of him flinging the ball off platform, but usually he needs to kind of step into his throws. There's a blitz. He's moving out to his right a little bit. Again, it's like the last play where he needed to buy time. Right. And he it is.
That's why he's moving.
The same thing. Yeah.
On this one, I know it's a bad throw. The placement's bad. Last week we were talking about the one throw that Garoppolo missed where he missed 19 on the crosser because of the blitz coming from the left. And this is this is exactly what I was saying he should have done. He kind of just steps to his right and then he could have, planted and thrown. But
I got some bad news though. Look at Dwelly. Look at Dwelly. Look at Dwelly. I know he's not involved. It's not designed to go to him, but look at Dwelly.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to love him. He might be the greatest tight end of all time if he could just get the ball, Jack.
Yeah, we're going to see it. We're going to see it this week.
We absolutely will. All right. So that's Nick Mullens. We've done Jimmy Garoppolo. We got more time. Is there anyone else you want to do? Anything else you want to talk about?
That's all I had for this week. I don't know if you had some things on the defense. I was hoping that maybe you'd have some of the defense.
Oh, I got stuff. I have a whole thing I want to do on Jimmy Ward. I might save that because I have like 6 things on him. So let's go into some players. Let's do Eric Armstead and let's do Mike McGlinchey. How about that?
Sure.
And let's do George Kittle too, because I saw some tape from George Kittle that is very un-Kittle. But let's do Kittle first. Stock down George Kittle. He had a nice catch, but let's see why I put him in the stock down section. Maybe I'm nitpicky, but let's see. We'll go Kittle, then we'll go McGlinchey, and we'll wrap up with Armstead because McGlinchey has it coming. My goodness. All right. I think we're going to need to see this from over here. Oh, yeah. It's just going to be a run. It's a Kittle side. He is blocking KJ Wright. This is an assignment that Kittle would just eat up last year. Just gets discarded and thrown on his face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what conclusion to make out of that, but that's just not George Kittle to me. Like, what?
He kind of looks like he gets there and he's kind of reaching for him and he drops his head as he gets into the block, which is why he's able to just get pushed down so hard.
I've never seen a defender put George Kittle on his face so easily like that. It's like, well, as soon as I saw that, I was like, what? Anyway, George.
He doesn't have a very good base. He kind of gets out there and he's kind of leaning into the block and Rice is able to toss him down.
Okay, so that's the type of film that George Kittle doesn't usually put out there. Let's do McGlinchey real quick, and then we'll do my little spiel on Armstead. McGlinchey, I'm going 13:44, third quarter. Okay, 13:44.
Big Mike.
Am I tripping? Big Mike. Hold on. Where you at?
You're in the fourth quarter right now.
I'm in the fourth quarter. Yep, that's the problem. There we go. Oh, this was the fumble. Oh, did he recover? Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just watching this, and I'm not trying to single out Mike McGlinchey, but I'm watching the play, and it's like, whoa, Mike. No, this isn't the right one. Man, I'm pissed.
You went to the one
Hold
before.
on. Yeah, well, my bad. Hold on. Mike, where you at? Yep, here we go. Here we go.
Sack.
Oh, okay. So they're showing blitz. They got 4 guys over here. McGlinchey initially kick slides because he thinks someone's coming and just gets trucked. Ugh. Look at it. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's get a better angle on this one. Mike, what happened here? This is DJ Reed, former 49er. He kick slides like 48's coming. That really surprised him. But now they got to pick up these 2, and he just, dude.
Yeah. Reed just gets into his chest, knocks him off balance, and then the second guy through just cleans him out.
I get Bobby Wagner. God. Really? I mean, I don't know what he's doing there because the back is in the hole. The back is going to pick up DJ Reed or one of these guys. Just block DJ Reed.
Yep.
And then you get off him, and then you fall down. You trip over Jerick McKinnon. It's like maybe it's not fair to crush Mike McGlinchey like this, but he does this every week, except for like the one time against the Rams, and he goes on Twitter and says, "I'm still here." No, dude, you're still falling over.
No, it's totally fair to do it for exactly what you said. He played good for all but 2 snaps in this game.
Yeah, and when it's bad, it's that bad.
Yeah, no, and I'm joking with that because we've seen this from him throughout the season. It's consistently this kind of thing happening to him on a weekly basis, and when he gets beat, it's not just the guy running around him. It's I'm getting knocked on my back kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's concerning when you watch it in slow motion, but when you watch it in real speed, it's almost comical. Like, oh, there he goes. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's walk.
No reason for him to even be in that situation, like you said.
Exactly. All right, let's do Armstead. I got 3 from him, and then we'll wrap it up. 5:42 second quarter. I'm not ripping Armstead for not getting pressure because what they've been doing is basically playing containment the last few weeks, and that's fine. That's a good thing. But I do have some quibbles with what he's been doing. So let me show. All right, 5:42. What am I looking at here? Let's see. Here's Armstead on the right. Okay, yeah. So here he is on the right, and they're blocking him with 2 guys, sure, but they're both tight ends, Jack.
Yeah.
You got Jacob Hollister and Will Dissly. And Eric Armstead, I just don't like his effort. Like, you should not let 2 tight ends do this to you, man. He just kind of, I mean, he's keeping Wilson in the pocket, but dude, really? That's the best you can do against those guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then there's a completion. Like, if I were Jason Verrett and I was covering DK Metcalf or whoever this is down the field, I mean, I'd be like, where's the pass rush? What the hell is going on? Where's Eric Armstead? The guy gets to run the fake corner stop. I mean, how many different routes does he run here? That's like a 3. I mean, that's tough. And the coverage isn't bad.
No. And that's Armstead. This is, and on the coverage side, that's where it's what's so bad. There was completions that were given up on the deep ball, for example, from Mosley on the deep ball to Metcalf. He's in good coverage, but Wilson throws that deep ball so good that he beats good coverage all the time with that ball. So what we saw, some of what we saw isn't anything that fans haven't seen from Seattle throughout this entire season.
Yeah.
The fact that they'd only given up 13 points through, the better part of 2 quarters, the fact that the offense really let them down in this game.
No question. All right, more Armstead. 13:03 third. I got 3. Maybe I'm a nitpicker, but it's Eric Armstead.
We're just not getting pressure.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is all right. It's a penalty on people anyway, but let's watch. Oh, this is the one time Eric Armstead let Russell Wilson go. He's been doing a very good job of containing mobile quarterbacks the last few weeks since the Carson Wentz game. So he's in good. Just stay there. Don't do that. No, don't do it. Don't. No, you did it, Eric. You did it. And now you're on you're crawling around, and It's the one time, and he scrambles for 20 yards. It's like all you got to do is stay on your feet.
Yep.
I know it's like they're paying you to get the quarterback, but just
it was beyond clear that their plan this week was to stay in their rush lanes and not do anything like this. For exactly what the reason, the result that we get here.
So it's the only time he did it all game, and basically he did his job. But Eric, you can't let this happen. This isn't why the Niners lost either, but every time you do it, I'm going to put it on film to try to shame you into not doing it anymore, because I think that might be working. So Eric, stop.
Like you said, it definitely has worked, because it stopped after that Philadelphia game.
Exactly. And this is the only time he really messed up. And I understand. I mean, you want to go get him. It's in your nature. It's in your instincts to go get the quarterback, but you're going to whiff. Last one, 12-17 third quarter. I guess this is 2 plays later. This is the living end from Eric Armstead right here, man. Okay, so he's on the right again. Again, with the double tight ends that he can't beat. But he even makes it worse. Now he grabs Disley and spins around. He's got both guys, and they're both like, hey, he's holding me. Yeah. And the ref's like, yeah, that's defensive holding. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He can't beat I don't know. I mean, the thing is, he can beat 2 tight ends. I've seen him overpower people like that. It's just like, I don't know. He's caught in between of, I don't know what it is, man. I'm not in his head, but that's a bad look. Bad look.
One other play, and I don't have the timing on this one. And how about the touchdown throw? Alshire blows.
Ooh, Jimmy Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring that one up since you mentioned some plays on Ward.
Absolutely. I'm going to have to search real quick. So that is DJ Dallas that catches it?
I believe so.
DJ Dallas, put a touchdown. Hold on. Yeah, I can get it. No, wait, hold on. Touchdown. Okay. All right. Pass short right. Bingo. This is it. Yeah. 807. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, this was a very interesting play. So you got Armstead, Alshire, Jimmy Ward. 3 guys on this side. No one goes after DJ Dallas. What do you see here, Jack?
Well, what I see is Alshire should be the man that's in the flat. He should be covering 31.
Okay.
And
he passes him off prematurely because he's worried about Russell Wilson, right?
That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
That's what I think happened.
Now, the reason I'm really merciless on Jimmy Ward, but I'd have to talk to Robert Saleh. I don't know if Azeez Alshire passed him off correctly. I just don't know. But all I'm saying is, if you're Jimmy Ward and you see Azeez Alshire do this, you could say to yourself, oh, you shouldn't have done that, Azeez. But he did it. He did it. And if you don't get over there to cover him, it's a touchdown. There's no one else. So at this point right here, I don't understand what Jimmy Ward is doing. Let's look at it from the end zone.
Yeah, what I think is just based off of the way that they're playing it, I think he's doubling Metcalf because he turns and looks right at him, or maybe doesn't.
See, I just can't figure out what Jimmy Ward is doing ever, Jack. I just can't. I don't get it. When I was thinking the same thing, it looks like he's doubling Metcalf, and then you watch it from the end zone. He never looks at Metcalf. Yeah, I think he's just looking at the quarterback again. I think Russell Wilson is so mesmerizing that when he rolled out of the pocket, everyone's like, "Oh my God, don't let him run!" When he's still one of the most accurate quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah.
Ugh. All these guys are looking at him. All 3.
When I saw this play originally on the TV, I thought that Ward was out in the back, was pushing somebody out of the back of the end zone, but it wasn't on this one.
Well, who is Verrett pissed at? Who is Verrett pissed at? Who's he look at? Alshire or Jimmy? Let's see. I think he looks at Alshire. He's mad. Right at him, right? Right at him. Yeah. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? I'm sorry. What are you doing? Okay, so that's on Alshire.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe it's just easier to yell at the guy who's making $400,000 as opposed to the guy who's making $10 million. I don't know. What do you do? Yeah, yell at the young guy. It's his fault. Yeah. All right, what's next?
So that's all. That's
it, right?
On the defense. Yeah. I mean, they really came out and played good. They set the offense up in this game in the first half and first quarter, and offense just spit the bit throughout the whole first quarter.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do the rookies and then we'll be done. Okay.
Sure.
Let's do Kinlaw and then Ayuk. Kinlaw, I can't find good tape, Jack. It's hard. And I don't have anything really positive to say. I have one bad play, and then I have one good play from Ayuk. Ayuk is just so easy to like. I mean, God. So let's get to Kinlaw first. It's right at the end of the game. I should have just stayed on that DJ Dallas thing because it's DJ Dallas's touchdown. Hold on. It's the running touchdown he had.
Okay.
Just a sec. I like to look, even if it's a 1 yard rush, touching rush 10, I like to know why the guy got in and who got moved. You're not going to kill a guy for getting moved at the 1 yard line, but here's Kinlaw. Tell me what you see here. I didn't play football. I didn't coach it. Tell me what you see.
He just gets washed down. He
just gets washed out, and they go right in his gap. Yeah. And now he's on his face. So I guess if you run it in full speed, you see he might have lost his balance or tripped, but that's not a good look.
Yeah, no, he does look like he's a little too far forward on his feet here.
Yeah.
Right there, you see he's almost
trying
to grab onto somebody.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's just too.
Yeah. Kinlaw's got a ways to go. And then Ayuk, I thought his touchdown was just fantastic. So let me get that up real quick.
Ayuk's the best receiver on the team, and they're not utilizing him nearly enough as they should be. I was really frustrated watching the game that they just completely went away from everything that they'd been doing the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's just because Debo's gone, you can't do that stuff with Ayuk. Of course you can.
Yeah.
So here's Ayuk. It's a really nice move.
Boom. Yeah. Oh. He's wide open. Ball comes out, and it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy throw for Nick. You can walk it to him.
But that's a great route by Ayuk. Nice job of selling it inside and then coming back out. Really good job.
This is the kind of route that like Dante Pettis did in at Washington that got the Niners all hot and heavy. Well, Ayuk can do it in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's funny, when they drafted him, Kyle Shanahan said, he really reminds me of Dante Pettis. I know that sounds kind of weird, but he's like the good version of Dante Pettis.
Yes.
He really is.
Yeah.
All right.
Poor Dante.
Oh, poor Dante. All right. Well, that was good. We got to see a lot of Jimmy Garoppolo. And I think what we showed people is that the ankle is definitely affecting him, but that's not everything. It's not all that's going on with him right now. Correct. He's broken physically and mentally. And I guess they go together.
Yeah. I would I agree with you that there are some issues with the ankle, but there's so much stuff that's not because of the ankle that there's just no way that I'm going to put it all on the ankle.
And it's important to remember that a lot of this stuff was showing up week 1 against the Cardinals.
Correct. You saw that week 1. You saw the incompletion to Bourne wasn't because of his ankle.
I really feel that losing the Super Bowl and only throwing 8 passes in the NFC Championship weighed on his mind all offseason. It's something that he had to stew with, and it's been tough to get over. I mean, he's human.
Yeah.
Everyone made fun of him all offseason.
Yeah.
Made fun of him.
Yeah, and he hasn't really done anything this year to change that narrative at all.
Correct. Jack, I always love doing this with you.
Yeah, same here.
I'm glad that we got this in this week. This is a hard week.
Yeah, short week.
This is tough.
Cram it in.
Yeah. All right, good stuff, Jack. We'll be back in a few days to do this again.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, see you soon.